Happy Monday, happy St. Patrick's Day, happy March. Whenever you're doing this flow, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. We'll be focusing on our hearts and our hips today. When you're ready, meet in child's pose and press play.
Beginning to notice your inhales and your exhales, allowing them to become deeper and deeper. Staying here for as long as you need, allowing your mind to settle on your mat. I offer you the intention of consistency creates, and then you fill in the next word, or use any other intention that you would like. On your next inhale, shifting it forward into your tabletop. Starting with those micro adjustments, spreading the fingers nice and wide, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Now taking a few breaths here to move in whatever way your body needs. Maybe that's side to side, looking over one shoulder, then the other. Maybe you move through your cat-cows, inhale looking up, exhale rounding the back. Maybe you flip one hand and then the other, stretching out the wrists. Maybe you sit the hips back on the heels, stretching out the arches of the feet. Drawing attention to wherever your body needs it. Finding the movements that feel best. Continuing to breathe as you move. Creating that communication with your body. Listening in, tuning in. Maybe using this time to start to work on an area of your body you've been trying to focus on. Creating that consistency. On your next inhale, coming back to your neutral tabletop. And exhale, kick that right leg back so that the heel is at hip height and the toes are pointed down to your mat. Notice any movements your hips just took. See if you can point that belly button back to the mat, both hip bones pointing to the mat. So your low back is nice and squared and your shoulders as well. From here, we're going to start to draw some attention to the hip. Beginning to draw circles with the heel, keeping the whole leg engaged. Finding that strength, finding the core. Taking it the opposite direction. Noticing how it feels. Creating movement. Big inhale. And exhale. Send your left arm out long. I have to adjust for my couch. Making do with the space you have. Finding that bird dog position. Keeping the right leg still. Find those little circles with that left arm. Checking in with the shoulder. See how it's feeling. Going one direction and then the other. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale, let it go. One more big inhale. And exhale, take your right hand to the mat and take your leg out to the side. So your toes and your fingers and your knee are all pointing forward. From here, we're going to inhale, lift, coming into our gate pose. Exhale, drop that right hand down the right leg. Keeping the chest open. We're not collapsing that armpit down. We're keeping it long. Dropping the shoulder away from the ear. Making sure there's no tension in the neck. Inhale back to gate. Exhale, plant the left hand, reach the right arm, side plank variation. You can take the gaze to the pointer finger of the left hand or up to the thumb of the right hand. Maybe try both, see how it feels in the neck. On your next inhale, reach that right arm long overhead. And exhale, kick that right leg to the sky, pulling the toes back to the knee.
Staying here or keeping the arm as it was. Open communication with the body, not expecting anything, but creating room and space to see what feels best. Big inhale. Exhale, we set that foot down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we set it down. Inhale, lift. Focus on pulling those toes back. Exhale, set it down. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, reach that right arm overhead. Stay for a big inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch that knee to the elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. If that doesn't feel good in your body, you can always stay and hold. Big inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, kick the heel to the glute and swim the right hand back to catch the foot. Once you're here, think about kicking the foot into the hand, pulling the hand into the foot, and gently pressing that right hip forward. Keeping the shoulder stacked, hips stacked. Keep finding that point that's not moving. We're creating consistency in our balance, waking up those stabilizing muscles. Big inhale. And exhale, swim those hands forward, bringing the knee back to tabletop. Beautiful. Taking a round of cat-cows, or just staying in your tabletop for a full breath. On your next inhale, engage the core, pull the belly button to the spine. Exhale, kick that left leg behind, heel at hip height, and begin to draw those little circles. Feeling your leg muscles, the glutes. Couple little circles one way, couple the opposite way. Noticing how it feels, not just moving, but moving with purpose. Creating the movement, letting it initiate from the breath. On your next inhale, find stillness, leg is still lifted. And exhale, reach that right arm forward. Keeping the leg as it is, begin to move that right arm. Thinking about scooping and lifting that pinky inward and upward to find space in the shoulder joint. We don't want to just collapse and crunch our neck. Keeping it open. And the opposite way on the exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, take the hand back to the mat. Send that left leg out to the side. Inhale, reach it up, gate pose. Exhale, drop that left hand down the left leg. Reaching the right arm up and over. Again, finding your gaze, whether that's up or down. Keeping that outer edge of the foot connected to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the right hand. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Finding your side angle variation. Inhale, lift that left leg. Hold. Pull the toes back. Hold it here. Keep that core strong. Press through the hand. Lift the hips. One more big inhale. Exhale, gently set the foot down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach that right arm forward. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, find that half moon variation. And exhale. Bend the knee, reach that arm back. Gently press the hand into the foot into the hand. Press the left hip forward. Find your drishti point.
Where is your gaze? It's okay to be a little wobbly. We're creating consistency, building the foundation. Inhale, release, and exhale, take everything back to the mat. Finding one round of cat-cows here or sitting it back into your child's pose for a moment. Inhale, shift it forward into your tabletop. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Having it be our first down dog, feel free to add any movement that feels good. Pedal the knees, come onto the tiptoes, bend the knees. Another great one to warm up the shoulders is to bring the blocks underneath the hands. Just finding whatever feels best. On your next inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, settle in. Keeping space between the shoulders and the neck. Gaze to the knees or the belly button. Inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, step it through, prepping for our warrior one. Inhale, rise. Back foot is at a 45. Arms are lifted, hips and shoulders are squared forward. Inhale, breathe. Take a peek down at that big toe. Make sure you can see it. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to reach our heart forward. Send the arms back, reach the pinkies towards one another. Inhale, reach. We're going to drop our angle down a little bit. Notice how it feels on the shoulders. Is that a more comfortable position for you? You can take your warrior one like this every time if you'd like. Exhale, reach the heart forward. Bring the chest a little lower. Let that shoulder start to drop towards that knee. Inhale, drop it so that the arms are parallel. Exhale, take it a little deeper. Heart is reaching, shoulder blades are pointing together. Inhale, reach it all the way up. And exhale, open it up, warrior two. Again, make sure that that knee is staying tracking towards that second toe. Arms are long. Big inhale here. Exhale, finding your side angle. That can be extended with the arm reaching overhead or stacking the shoulders. Keeping the hips open, pull the tailbone in, belly button to the spine, and find your gaze. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Inhale, we're going to prep for our half moon. I always like to use a block, but you can always just use your mat as well, finding which level best suits your needs. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to shift it forward, bending into that knee, pressing off the mat, stacking the hips. We pull those toes back. We stack the hands. We've been in a similar position before, hoping to build that consistency in our muscle memory. Now adding a little bit more instability here. Keeping the core strong. Notice those toes, pull them back. Reach that left arm a little higher. One more full breath here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Exhale, kick that heel, swim that hand back if you want it. Kick the hand into the foot, foot into the hand. Gently press the hip forward. Big inhale. And exhale, gently release, forward fold. Letting the knees bend as much as you'd like. Letting the upper body drape over the lower body. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or blocks or mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reaching the arms overhead. And exhale, taking the hands to heart center. Reconnecting with your intention, with your breath. Notice the difference in your right versus your left side. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Drop the knees if you'd like, or stay lifted. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, step it forward. Prep for warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Pull the belly button. Notice the difference here with our hips in warrior one versus when we open to warrior two. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, take those arms behind, reach the pinkies. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, dropping that angle to a 45. Exhale, reach it back, pull the shoulder blades. Inhale, arms parallel. And exhale, lowering that chest, striving for parallel with our upper body. Legs strong, make sure that knee isn't falling inward. Inhale, reach it all the way up, warrior one. Now exhale, open it up, warrior two. And notice the difference, the opening in the hips. Arms are reaching. Big inhale here. Exhale, take that elbow to the left knee, reach the arm overhead. Either reaching for the wall in front or stacking the shoulders. Keeping that tailbone, pulling underneath, giving the hips a strong base. Activating as much musculature as we can so that we're stable and strong. It might feel challenging, it might feel really wobbly, that's okay. It's progress in motion. Little by little, we build the strong foundation. Inhale, we're going to prep for our half moon. And exhale, we're going to press off, lifting that leg. Hips stacked, we keep a soft bend in that left knee. Gaze is up or down. Breathe, keep that core engaged. Your strength is there. Building balance piece by piece. Keep that right arm reaching. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Just find your way back into it. Take your time. Breathe with it. On your next exhale, kick the heel to the glute. Swim the arm back. Whoa, see? It happens to the best of us. Kick the heel. The more you kick that foot into the hand into the foot, the easier it'll be using the counter forces to your benefit. Inhale, release, find your half moon. And exhale, fold it all the way down. Let the neck relax. One more full breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel lifts. Exhale, take that foot out wide to the edge of your mat. And lower down, dropping that left knee to the mat. Another great spot for blocks here. Lifting the chest, allowing the heart to open, shoulder blades to pull back. Finding length through that entire left hip flexor and into the quad. Staying for a couple more breaths, settling in. You can always drop the blocks and lower down to your elbows. You can remove the blocks altogether. See what feels best for you. When you're ready, inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, take it wide. Big inhale, find length. Exhale, drop the knee down. Adding in those blocks, or not. What are you creating? What's your goal here? Finding that stretch in the hip flexor, opening the chest. Maybe instead you want to interlace the fingers. Find a little deeper stretch in the chest, keeping it a little more active in the legs. No right or wrong. Settling in. Taking those exhales a little longer each time. Inhale, untuck or tuck the toes. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees on empty step. Forward and lower down, all the way to your back. Bringing a block with you as you lower down. Bringing it right underneath the shoulder blades. Starting it right at the base. Another great option is to bring another block for your head as a little pillow, creating a little heart opening, letting the shoulder blades drop together, imagining the space in the pecs and the chest is opening and lengthening. Create the space. Continue to breathe. Staying here for a few more breaths, and then removing your props when you're ready. Inhale, engage the core. Gently remove the blocks. And exhale, lower all the way down into Shavasana. Letting go of any tension, any stories, any expectations. Letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. Reflecting on what you are creating. When you're ready, rolling onto your left or your right side. Giving yourself a little hug of thanks, of gratitude, and slowly making your way to a seated position. Taking one last breath all together. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, collecting all the good, the positive. And exhale, taking it to your heart center, letting it reflect all the good and positive that is already there. I'm so thankful and lucky that you joined me for this St. Patrick's themed flow. I hope you enjoyed it. All the good and light in me sees and honors all the good and light in you. Namaste.